It's time to dust off your favorite chair and sit in front of the big screen TV. Get a drink in your hand because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Your number one host, the Thunder from Down Under, a band on a quest to make money for beer. Sparring DK presents Relegation Regen Rebuild, PSG. Hello and welcome to episode 1 of Relegation Regen Rebuild with Paris Saint Germain. We are here with PSG. Now, if you didn't see the setup video, you probably need to go back and just have a quick look at that. We've got some rules in play on how this series is going to go down. Now, I did put the vote out to the people of this channel on whether they wanted to see this slightly accelerated to start with, and we are going to progress with that. So the first season will be a little bit of simulating and the likes. We'll cover that shortly. But basically what we've done here is we've taken PSG, we've put them back into Ligue 2. We've got rid of all of their players. We've scattered them throughout the French League, brought in some more superstar players from around the world to really bolster this French League and make it a nice, tough, tight competition. And we need to restore PSG to top of French football and then to the top of Europe. So we will be starting here. Obviously, we'll do some simulating. We'll play a lot of games, and it's going to be completely controlled here by the Youth Academy to get us moving. But let's jump in, have a look at our objectives, see what the rules have been put in play, and make some progress forward here in episode 1. Hopefully you're ready for a big series here on the channel. Smash the like button if you're keen for some Relegation Regen Rebuild action, and subscribe if you are new around here. Let's jump in to episode 1 of this new series. Right, so using the custom teams tutorial video that I put out at the start of this FIFA cycle, we've completely flipped over PSG, and we've just basically got a whole heap of no-faced free agents, mainly from the likes of India and Bolivia and that. And none of these players mean anything to this club. They're just going to be shipped off for whatever price or released if we need to. We're going to flip this team over, hopefully before the first game of the season, and get a full Youth Academy side in here. So that is the team. Don't worry too much about these players. They're going to be gone before you even know it. So currently we're a half-star team. We're going to be able to get at least a star rating, you'd feel, if we can get some 60 rated youth players in here nice and early. You can see on the screen there is a number value down the bottom there that is $100 million. Now what we need to do is we can't make any transfers. We cannot make any transfers whatsoever except maybe a couple of free agents. But we can't go and find any regens or anything like that until we have accumulated and paid off $100 million worth of debt. And the only way we can do that is by selling players. So the Youth Academy players that we do bring in here in Season 1, Season 2, we're going to have to get them up to a high rating. Hopefully clubs come in. Any club offer that comes in, we need to sell those players. We don't have an option until that debt is fulfilled. So, you know, we could find a star player here in Season 1 or 2, and without a shadow of a doubt, they're going to be leaving because we can't buy anyone. We can't bring any into those top quality regens until we service that $100 million debt. I'm not sure how that debt came about. Maybe it was gambling. I'm not too sure. But PSG have been dropped back. UEFA don't want anything to do with them. They've spent too much money over the last few seasons, so everyone's decided to bail, and we have a massive rebuild challenge in front of us. Now, the board has given us some objectives, of course. Youth development will be a key priority for us. I don't know why it's so low here. In my opinion, this is the most critical because we need to find a team that can actually play here in League 2 and carry us up into the top flight. But sign 2 players younger than 20 years. I'm sure we can do that and sign 1 youth player to the senior team in the same position, play them in 5 matches. That's not going to be an issue. Brand exposure, no objectives. Continental, of course, nothing. Domestically is a critical priority, and that is to avoid finishing the bottom of the part of the league. So we can't simulate too much, or we'll probably get absolutely pantsed, and this could end up with us being fired. But within 4 seasons, they want us to win the league title. Hopefully we can do that before then. Financially, no objectives. So really just this domestic success one we have to keep an eye on. We cannot finish in the bottom part of the league. So we need to bring in some top quality youth players, get them firing, and hopefully we can go for a mid-table finish here in the first season. Right, we always will get ourselves a Scout Future Star. Only one for this series, but we're going to send our man out here, and hopefully he can bring us back some true talent to carry us forward in this series. So let's send this Scout Future Star away on his way. So we've spent our money, of course, 5-star scouts in this series. We want top quality talent coming through. We've got our scouts from the last Atletico series of Luciano Arnos, Sancho Gallardo, our scout future star, and Vincent Lovato, the goalkeeper that had a little bit of a drinking issue. Our manager, of course, is Roberto Aguado, the massive striker that really carried us forward. But these boys, let's send them out to some countries and start bringing back some youth talent. Now, obviously, want to get you guys involved in this series straight off the bat. So leave me some countries down below that you feel that we should be scouting for talent. Put thumbs up on any of the countries that you feel we should be going to. And as we go through the episodes and start sending out more scouts, I'll find the ones with most of the thumbs up, because that means that the general population wants us to see us go there, and we'll go and start looking for some talent. But where am I going to go for the first episode? Well, we are in France, so we'll head off to Paris. Aguado, our manager, is Spanish, so we'll head off to Spain. And I think the third one will go to the Ivory Coast. This channel really sort of has a real touch with the Ivory Coast, and of course they have a French connection. So let's go. Paris, France, Spain, and the Ivory Coast for our first round of scouts. Make sure you're scouting missions are down below in the comment section. Now, of course, we're PSG. We do have money to burn. That doesn't play into our $100 million debt. And pretty much we won't be using this money except to buy regens in the future. So other than free agents, this money's not going to get touched until we pay off that debt. So don't even worry about how much cash we've got. We can utilize it for almost nothing. Right, we do have a preseason tournament here that we've already picked up. It's not going to really matter too much because until we get to the 1st of August, we're not going to have any players to play with here. We'll just send out these free agents and maybe start trying to sell some of them off as well. They won't account towards the $100 million transfer budget either. We just need to get them out of the club and flip them over and get these youth academy players in. So let's get simulating here through July, and we'll rejoin here in August when that first youth scout is back. The unfortunate thing as well, though, is that the season starts off before we even get any youth players back. So the free agents are going to play this game here against Gazalec, or Gazalec, as I murder names, as I constantly will on these series. And, well, we'll just have to let that one play out. Hopefully the youth scouts bring us back enough players to get a first 11 ready for August. Now, we will have the Regenero voting system in place for this career mode, but I'm not going to use it while we're doing the simulated seasons. We'll bring that in once we start playing full seasons. So at this stage, we won't have the Regenero, at least for Season 1. We'll see how we're moving and whether we play all the games here in Season 2. But we've sent this, bit part of players just out here. They're going to get absolutely smashed here as a half-star team, and it's a 2-0 loss to start off the campaign here in France. Right, our Scout Future Star has returned, and we've got our man here, Fabio Arnaiz. He's a central attacking midfielder from Spain, 66 overall, 85 to 94 potential. He will be our first signing here at PSG. Let's hope he has that potential to be special. But welcome to the club, Fabio Arnaiz. Right, Fabio Arnaiz, 17 years old, cam centre forward, 66 rated with the potential to be special. Let's have a look at his attributes. 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. We'll take that. The work rates aren't the best, but should be able to hold his own there and grow quite nicely in the midfield. So our first signing here at PSG, our Scout Future Star. Now, there is a clause on this player here that he cannot be bought or sold, so he will be with us for this entirety of this campaign. And let's see if we can build a team around the Spaniard as our youth scouts are back with their first reports. Right, so as it is the first scout reporter, we need to get as many players in as we can. We're going to be signing them all regardless of their potential because we need to put a team on the park. So let's have a look at what we've got here. Our first scout report back from France. We've got Baptiste Pesquia, 68 to 90, looks like a centre midfielder. Damian Belcore, only 15 years of age, but a goalkeeper, so handy for the future with 70 to 94 potential. Nicolas Carpentier is a 62 to 84, looks like another centre midfielder, but only 15. Damien Pinoir, 65 to 89. Looks like a left midfielder, 15. So there's 3 players we're not going to be able to use too soon. And we've also got Yannick Rousset, 59 to 81. Could be a right winger or a striker at 5'6", but let's bring them all into our academy. Right, we are here in Spain for our second report, and well, our Scout Future Star is Spanish, so let's get him some brotherhood in here as well. We've got Ramiro Sandoval, 53 to 73, possibly a right back. Pedro Tavero, 70 to 94, could be handy, but only 15. Vincent Galliano, 78 to 94, looks like a central defensive midfield, 6'1", could be good. Gabriel Rodriguez, 64 to 88 at 15, and Alex Garcia, 62 to 84. 24. Let's bring them all into the academy. And of course, we are here in the Ivory Coast. We've got a lot of players that have been brought on this report. That is wonderful. Innocent Diaby, 66 to 90. Emmanuel Sangare, 59 to 81. Daniel Mensah, 60 to 84. Sheikh Kamara, 70 to 94. Siaka Cisse, 78 to 94. Dayuda Koulibaly, 61 to 83. And Ismail Fofana, 67 to 89. Let's get all of these lads into our academy. Right, the youth squad is already full. I can't bring in another player just yet, so that means we need to sign some of these lads up for the first team. So any of the lads that are available will make their way in. Innocent Diaby as a left midfielder, 57 overall, 66 to 90 potential. Welcome to the first team. Sheikh Kamara, a left winger, 53 overall, 70 to 94 potential. Welcome to the first team. Daniel Mensah, another left winger, 55 overall, 60 to 84 potential. Welcome to the first team. Dayuda Koulibaly's a left back, 56 overall, 61 to 83 potential. Welcome to the first team. We've got Baptiste Pasquia, 68 to 90, a centre midfielder, should help us out. Welcome to the first team. We've also got Siaka Cisse, a left midfielder, 60 overall, 78 to 94 potential. Very, very nice. Let's get him in. We've got ourselves a striker in Yannick Rousset, 49 overall, 59 to 81, 5'6". Don't think he's going to help us out too much, but he's a striker, so welcome to the first team. We've also got Vincent Galliano, a central defensive midfielder, 58 overall. Will need some work, but welcome to the first team. We've got ourselves a centre-back, 6'5", Alex Garcia, 57 overall, 62 to 84 potential. Welcome to the first team. And a right-back in Ramiro Sandoval, 53 to 73, 44 overall, pretty average at best, but welcome to the first team. So the remaining lads here in the academy, we're really going to need Damian Belcore very, very quickly. We don't have a goalkeeper at the moment, 70 to 94 potential. We'll see how he develops. Pinoir, a left midfielder at 65 to 89. Sangare, 59 to 81. Carpentier, 62 to 84. Fofana, 67 to 89. Tavero, 70 to 94. Looks pretty decent. And Gabriel Rodriguez, 64 to 88. So once we get this full first 11, we can be a little bit more selective which players we bring in from the youth academy. Let's go and see what players we've brought in and what holes are missing in our first team. Right, so this is how we're going to line up. Let's have a look here. We've got Rousset up front at 49. We're going with a 4-3-3 3-4-3 diamond sort of thing going on, because that's the caliber of players we have utilising all of the youth academy. We didn't really bring in a lot of defensive, and we don't have a goalkeeper as yet. So Kamara, Mensah on the right, Diaby's a left midfielder, Arnaiz will be the captain, our Scout Future star, Cisse on the left there, Galliano at central defensive midfield, and then we've got Garcia, Koulibaly and Sandoval as the back three, and we're going to need to find ourselves a goalkeeper pretty quickly. I might have a hunt around the free agency list, see if there is one, and we've got one bench player in Pasquia, and the rest we need to get rid of. But we've got a team at least, so we can really get invested into this first season. Right, so let's have a look and see what these lads are made of. Obviously, we've still got a rubbish keeper there. We will look to change him over, but I want to get some gameplay in here, see what these lads are made of, see if they've got a little bit of heart, and definitely have a red-hot look here at Arnaiz right in the guts. And we will change the formation through this series to complement our best players, I think. I'll put that one out to you guys in the comment section on formations as we move through. And really just want that interactive from you guys. Obviously the first season it's going to be accelerated, so not as much input, but as we move through, definitely we'll be calling upon you guys a lot more in this series. So let's get into it. Let's see if the boys can get a victory here for Paris Saint Germain. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's PSG, and a shade of their former selves, to be fair. Put back down in League 2, relegated, everyone's left the club, and we have got a big rebuild in front of us to get this team back to the glory of French football. But the Youth Academy has been absolutely pilfered. All these players making a debut here today, and hopefully we can have a little bit of an impact. I'm just not too sure. I think this early on, it's going to be a struggle. There will be some rage, there will be some frustrations, there will be some absolute murdering of surnames, but hopefully we can find a few little pockets of deliciousness in this team and start pushing forward almost immediately. We are playing ultimate difficulty, of course, on 6-minute halves. Roberto Aguado in his first managerial stint. And don't worry about numbers or anything. Everything will get sorted out. We'll give you player upgrades and everything as we move through this series. But a new formation for me. I've never played this one either. It's going to be very, very tough at the back. But let's get in this game, boys. PSG rebuilding. in Relegation Regen Rebuild. And here is Arnace. The captain steps up for a free kick here, and he's left-footed 37 yards out. Don't like his chances, but we'll give him a red-hot crack. Wasn't too shabby. Here is Kamara. Drive his way through the middle. Feeds this one out wide. Mensah gets the run out wide from Diaby. Diaby pushes forward here. He'll look inside, but our striker is only 5'6". He goes to the back stick. And that one might have been cleared away here for a corner. Look at the set piece. We've got Big Garcia at 6'5". Let's see if we can find him out on somewhere there. There he is! Oh, it's our first goal! Big 6'5" Garcia. Banks one home. The big Spaniard has found a goal here inside 10 minutes. And PSG take the lead from a set piece. And we're probably going to have to look at scoring a lot more set pieces here in the first season. If we can utilise the big height here of Garcia, we'll definitely be at our advantage. Look at him, just rose majestically. It's a lovely finish. And it's 1-0. Lovely start to our campaign. Big man on campus is Garcia. And that is a lovely way to start this career mode. 1-0. Guano loves it. Well done, Alex Garcia. Oh, good work there from Diaby. Just fought his way into it. Here's Arnace. His way forward and slips it out wide for Kamara. Kamara pushes on forward. PSG spirited, drives inside. Rousset! Working out these players. Rousset plays one through, and here is a strike, and it's a good save from Schernik. Mensah tries to bring it back inside. I think we'll get another set piece. No, it's a goal kick from Diaby. Liano, Mensah, Arnace, poor first touch. Mensah's there as well, and well, the passing skills of this youth academy team is a little bit to be desired. Galliano gets the touch. Arnace tries to flick it out wide. Approaching half-time here. And, a spirited performance so far from this young side. Has got us a 1-0 lead as we approach the half-time whistle. Just a new formation, getting used to this team. There's Kamara, flicked off, and there is the half-time whistle. A 1-0 lead through Garcia. PSG go in with the lead at half-time. Cisse. Kamara back to Cisse. Drives the wing here, Cisse. Flies forward, Kamara almost held up. Get an opportunity for the cross. Looks for Arnace, the captain. Plays it back. Kamara out wide. Cisse with the overlap on the back stick. Cleared away again. Here's Galliano. Comes around beautifully. Galliano! Oh, it's brilliant! It's fucking brilliant! The central defensive midfielder in Galliano comes through with an absolute banger. And it's 2-0 to PSG here. Oh, taking the world by storm. This young team have got everything to play for. They will not be scared. And what a fucking move there from Galliano. Bang, nutmegs the defender, beats the keeper, all ends up, and it's 2-0 here for PSG. Galliano, another one of the French lads that have come. No, he's Spanish, in fact. He's definitely Spanish. So both of the Spanish lads have scored here. And Vincent Galliano with his first goal for the club. 2-0 for PSG. Cisse with the intercept. The overlap here. Fires forward. Kamara. PSG absolutely streaming forward. Here he is. Lays it off. He's got Rousset. 3-0. Oh, yes. The young lad with his first touch gets himself a goal. And PSG absolutely flying here. Wonderful football. Well. The boys have shown up. And fuck me, they're having an absolute field day. What are you doing, Nancy? It's a bloody one-star team. Aguado absolutely loving life here in France. Gets in. Yannick Rousset gets his first career goal. 3-0. It's a young lad with a very low rating. Kamara just comes battling his way through. He'll chip one over. Here's the header. And a simple save there in the end for the... Oh no, Rousset's gone down injured. No, not fucking the first game. Get up, son. Mensah. Arnace. Kamara gives it up. Right, we're going to make one change. Innocent Diaby is spent, and Baptiste Pasquia, the 51 rated centre midfield, will check in. He'll be our only substitute for the game. So you say down the line, Kamara, the boys are spent. They've played 90 minutes here. Drives inside. No one really there to take it. Cleared away by Saka. And Nancy definitely haven't shown up. A spirited performance here from PSG. Here's Arnaise, drives inside. Picked out. Cleared away. Koulibaly recovers it. Cisse, lovely little flick over the top. Arnaise tries to play on, but no one's picked off. Everyone absolutely out on their legs here. Sandoval will have to do some work. He does very well. The right back. And we get the throw in for it. Square. It's been serviceable since he checked into the game. That's a poor pass. Just waiting for a whistle here, but we'll take 3 points. A very, very lovely first performance here from Paris Saint Germain. Well, 9 shots to 7. I didn't see Nancy have that many shots, but let's have a quick look at performances. No Regenero voting, but we need to get in touch with these players. Kamara there with the assist and 3 key passes at a 9.3. Diaby 6.9. 7.4, we don't care about the goalkeeper. Sandoval 7.8 and 8.6 for Garcia with a goal. 7.5 for Koulibaly and 9 for Galliano with a lovely goal and 4 defensive efforts. 7.2 for Pasquia, 7.8 for Cisse, and 8.5 for Arnaise with the assist, his first of the season. 6.9 for Menza and 8.1 for Rousset. Let's hope that's not a serious injury because he's our only striker at 49 rated. A 9.3 for Kamara with the assist and 3 key passes. I think we've already been there, so not a bad start here for PSG. Let's get moving. Right, so for Relegation Regen Rebuild, once again, we're going to bring back training options for you guys at home. Now, I will put some stipulations in that players with the potential to be special, we're just going to let them grow naturally, except for Arnaise here. I'm just going to give him a little bit of penalty training in case we need that for now. But if you want to train a player, put down the player that you want to see trained and the actual training scenario that you'd like to see them trained on. I want to get you guys all involved with the training this year. Put thumbs up on the ones that you agree with, and we'll do monthly cycles. So at the start of every month, we'll replace all of the training scenarios with the most votes from the last call for the training, same as we do with the youth scouting. So in today's episode, probably wait until we do a squad report at the end. We can check all the potentials and that kind of stuff, see what kind of holes we're missing, and then we'll go through, put in the comment section who you would like to see trained, and whichever scenario you'd like to see them trained on, put a thumbs up, and at the start of every month we'll continue this on and start training up the players that you guys want to see pretty much in the first team and think that they deserve the training. But for now, we're just going to go with Garcia, Rousset, Sandoval, Koulibaly, and Arnaise there on penalties. And see how we go, because we just need to build up this squad depth a little bit more, especially Sandoval at 45. Jeez. Right, we get another training session in. Sandoval up to a 46, Garcia to 58. Right, as we're accelerating the first season, there'll be a lot more simulations here until we can start getting a team together. So we'll send the boys out here. It's a 2-0 loss. Right, it's the cup competition. I'm just going to send the free agents out for this one. I don't want to stuff up the youth team is here because there's a game in 2 days. I don't really care about this competition at this stage, and yeah, there we go, straight out 1-0. Another training session, Sandoval up to a 47. Right, a home game here against AS Beziers, and we get a victory, 1-0, but Kamara's picked up an injury. Right, just a sprained ankle there for Kamara, just out for 9 days, not too bad. And another training session sees Garcia to 59, Rousset to 50, Sandoval to 48, and Koulibaly up to 57. Right, simulating another game here away from home against US Orleans Lorient Football, and that is a smashing 4-1. It's another training session and yet another rating for Sandoval to increase to 49. And another simulation here, and the team is in poor form. We can assume that we'll get a loss here. It is. It's a 3-1 loss. Right, the scout reports are back again from France, and we can be a little bit more selective now that we've got a bit of a first team going. So 15-year-olds will be 50-50 on unless they are quality, but obviously the 17, 16-year-olds we want to try and bring in just to get some squad depth going. So let's have a look here. We've got Patrice Foray, 63 to 89. We'll probably hold on. Gregory Moreau is 65 to 91. We'll monitor him further. Pierre Cartier, 62 to 82. 17 years of age, could be handy. Here we go. Stéphane Leconte, 54 to 72, 70 to 94, will be making his way into the academy. And Pierre Charpentier, I'm not too sure, but 71 to 94. Let's get LeConte and Charpentier into the academy because they'll probably make their way into the first team. The rest will monitor for another month. Right, we are here in Spain, and well, we've got a lad here, Luis Mendoza, 52 to 70, 78 to 94. He'll be coming into the academy for sure. Navarro, 63 to 85 is a possibility. Humberto Sanchez, 54 to 74, not the best. Jose Vidal, 66 to 90, but a really low overall to start with. We'll probably monitor him a bit further. And Esteban Navarro, 55 to 75. Not sure if he'll make the cut, but let's get Mendoza into the academy. And of course, we are here in the Ivory Coast with a lot more players once again. Ismail Mensah, 63 to 87, isn't too shabby. Yves Diaby, 65 to 89 is a possibility. Yon Huides Kamara, 43 to 59 is absolute rubbish. Sheikh Diaby, 58 to 80, probably pass on. Serge Bamba looks pretty good, 55 to 73, 72 to 94. We'll bring him into the academy. Daouda Cissé, a goalkeeper, 16, definitely coming in at 67 to 91. And also Boubacar Cissé, 55 to 75. I mean, I really hope that for FIFA 20 they increase the name pool because there's a lot of similar names coming in here. But let's get Bamba and Daouda Cissé into the academy. Right, so let's have a look at this academy now. Damian Belcore has turned 16, 56 overall, 71 to 91. A goalkeeper definitely has to make his way into the first team, so welcome. Pinoir, 68 to 88, will hold on. Sangare, 64 to 82, has dropped away, and we can probably afford to let him go now, release player. Stefan Leconte, yes lad, 61 overall, 70 to 94 potential, 6'2", welcome to the first team. Charpentier, 60 to 78, no. We'll see you later. Fofana as well at 62 to 80. We're going to release. The other goalkeeper, Daouda Cissé, 47 overall, 67 to 91 potential. Do we need him? Because we just brought in Belcourt. I might hold him just for now. Serge Bamba looks good, 61 overall, 72 to 94 winger. Let's bring him into the first team. Tavero, 67 to 87 will hold. Rodriguez, 66 to 84 will hold. Pierre Carpentier or Charpentier, should I say, he's 52 overall, 71 to 94. Let's give him a gig here at PSG. And Luis Mendoza, 57 overall, 78 to 94. Technically gifted. Welcome to the first team. Right, so we've got some new acquisitions, and that means we can change the formation a little bit here, I think. Bamba will come in on the left-hand side, and the Ivorian with 4-star, 4-star. We've also changed it up a little bit to a 4-3-3. That means Galliano goes back to centre-back here, the central defensive midfielder, but 6'1", can partner up with Garcia, and we can be a little bit better defensively. Leconte comes in at 6'1", 3-star, 3-star, not too bad defensively. We'll play Mendoza alongside him. He can play CDM. From Spain, Arnaiz goes into that cam centre midfield, and Cissé, we don't have any right wingers just yet, but it means we have a full bench as well. So we are ready to get rock and rolling here in this season. Let's get moving. Right, training session. Koulibaly to a 58, Sandoval to a 50, and Rousset to 51. And we get another training session. Garcia hits a 60 overall, Sandoval to a 51. Right, so it's time to get some more gameplay action into this one. We're away from home against AC Ajaccio. And the new formation, we've got ourselves a goalkeeper in Belcourt, and we need to get these boys in some form, because on simulation, if they're down on form, you can pretty much guarantee a loss irrespectively of what the rating is. So let's see if we can turn this form around and try and find some more points here for PSG. Right, ladies and gentlemen, some more Paris gameplay for you here. We're on the road this time, and we're taking on, is it AC Ajaccio? I've probably murdered another team's name. Well done, DK. But fresh faces once again as we plough through this opening stages of this career mode. Some fresh faces to take a look at, of course, and hopefully we can find a win here, although they are the best defensive team in the league at this stage. Let's hope that we can find some goals here today. And another fresh formation to try. Koulibaly, Mendoza. Goes on debut as well. Gives this ball away. Koulibaly, Arnaiz. There is Leconte. Opens up the angle, and oh, that's terrible. Lovely haircut though. Love that haircut from Big Leconte. And will he be here for seasons to come? Not if he shoots like that. Cissé plays one through, finds Bamba on a charge. Here is Bamba. Oh, good save. Really good save from Leroy. Touch from Bamba. He pulls the trigger from range. And that will be a corner and a chance for a set piece. Garcia just sitting here nice and close to the box. And he gets a touch on it, but it's over the top. Big tackle from Koulibaly. There's Mendoza. Feeds it out wide for Bamba. He's got some space to burn, Bams. Let's go, Bambarino. He'll look back inside. It's a poor cross, to be fair. It needed to look a little bit more central. Sandoval. Mendoza. Plays off. Here is Arnace. Gets the run through and picked off again. Oh! Very lucky there. Dembele had a red-hot crack. Belcore had to make a dive, but couldn't get close. Luckily enough, it's gone wide. Oh, there's a goal. Belcore did not even see it off the boot. And finally, they break through our defensive line and make it 1-0. It was a wonderful strike from the attacker. Unfortunately, our defence was not ready to take that one on. You can just see here, slightly out of position, couldn't run with his man. And the first time strike, Belcore just... Oh shit, there goes the ball. It's 1-0. Look at him, just didn't even have time to react. Bang, thanks for coming, 1-0. And there is the halftime whistle. 1-0 down. Arnace gives his teammate a bit of a spray there at the end. 1-0 to go into the second half. Galliano pushed back in this formation. Arnace comes through, does well. Finds LeConte, finds Rousset. Oh, good save from Leroy. Oh, they come through on Belcore, and there it is, 2-0. Well, we knew it wouldn't be an easy feat. Probably lured into a false sense of security with our earlier 3-0 win. And we've just been absolutely torn apart here defensively today. And that makes it 2-0. Belcore came out. Couldn't react in time. 2-0. Alright, let's make some changes here. Get some fresh legs on the pitch. Mendoza, Cisse, check out. And, yeah, it's just a full transfer. They didn't show us all the names. Kamara for Bamba. In the corner here. So Arnace gets the clearance. Oh, great save, Belcore. That's better. Exposed in the back again, but the young Frenchman has done a very, very good job saving that one with his face. Well, they've got a free kick here, and what will be at least a 2-0 loss. Chip forward, Arnace with the clearance. Well, unfortunately, we just have not got going here today. These boys have got a lot of work to do on the training track to really turn themselves into a team that can take on at League 2 and eventually into the First Division. Signs of things to come. There are some sprightly lads out here showing a fair bit of potential. Oh, very lucky there not to make it 3-0. Let's just get this clearance out of the way. And there it is, a 2-0 loss. And back to the drawing board here for PSG. Well, 9 shots to 7. We were in the game. We just couldn't find any way forward, to be fair. Performances, well, let's have a look here. Arnace with a 7.8 with 6 interceptions. 5-9 for Diaby, 6-2 for Rousset, 6-1 for Kamara, 7 for Bamba. Not a bad debut there. Cisse 6-2. Mendoza a 7.1. I like the look of this lad. He looks all right. Belcore made some all right saves for a 6-6 on debut. 7-1 for Sandoval, 6-9 for Garcia, 6-4 for Galliano. Koulibaly with a 7.6 with 4 intercepts, 7-1 for LeConte. I like the look of this lad. A little bit of development, and he should be pretty decent. Hopefully he's got some potential. Pasquia 6-1, and that is it. Let's move on. Right, time for some more training. Garcia's hit 60, so I'm going to bring Belcore in here at the moment. We will obviously update this as you guys bring in your comments, but we need to get some training here into Belcore at least. Defensively, we're a little bit tight. Another training session sees Sandoval to 52. Koulibaly hits a 59. Right, it's a home game here against FC Metz, and we come through with a victory, 2-1. Well done, boys. Mendoza and Sandoval with goals. Right, we've changed up the formation once again into a 3-3-3-1 or a 3-5-1 or something along those lines. Just, making more use of LeConte and Galliano at CDM. I felt Galliano was probably wasted at centre-back. So we'll bring that back three back in there. We're really looking for a right winger, if anything. Cissé's a left midfielder. All of the bench are left wingers and a couple of central midfielders. So probably looking for a striker and a right midfield, right winger moving forward. But let's get into this game as we get towards the end of September and see if we can find 3 points and some goals with yet another formation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's a night game here. And hopefully against, who are we playing? Lens. Okay, well, let's look for possibly a victory. Another formation for us to try out, coming off the back of a win. And hopefully we can find some points here for PSG. Oh, great save from Belcore. It came from range. Lens have come out of the blocks here. Got a very good strike in on goal. You can see here they found enough space to shoot. Pulls the trigger with some vengeance, but a good save from our young French keeper. Oh, sidebar from Ambrose. Jeez, they're smacking it with some vengeance. Oh, Koulibaly has left us hung out to dry, but it's a good save from Belcore, keeping us in the game here. Another corner for Lens. Drives his way forward, Cisse. Oh, ref. Wow, get up. What? Driven inside this time. Oh, Leconte's taken it to the face. Cisse gets the touch. Galliano comes flying through. Here's Galliano. Oh, leveled. Ref, sort it out. Oh, Ane steps up. I'm not the best with a left foot free kick taker, but we'll have a red hot crack again. Straight into the wall. Laid off. Clear. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's a wonderful goal from Ambrose. A little bit of a brain fart there at the back from the defence, and Ambrose has absolutely laced one into the top bins. Belcore with no chance on that. They are shooting with some absolute venom. Yeah, not too sure about that defensive ball out. I think it might have been Cisse. And that leaves us. That is a wonderful strike from Ambrose. There's a goal you do like to see. 1-0 down here is PSG. Oh, Belcore, big save. Oh my days. Lens absolutely putting on a clinic. They should be more than one up. Well, there's the halftime whistle. Luckily, we're only 1-0 down. Right, we'll make 3 changes here. And Diaby, Mensah and Charpentier check in for Bamba, Cisse and Mendoza. And let's see if we can create something here. We've got the throw in. It's been a long time between drinks. The shot's coming in. Conte. There's Arnace. Plays forward. Charpentier finds his way forward and takes a shot. Oh! Get hit, son! Oh, straight off the bench, and he's chipped the fucking keeper. 1-1. PSG in the game. Charpentier gets in. Well, I was not expecting that to go in, that's for sure. But oh my days, we find ourselves a goal here. Arnace with another assist. Look at this, just a little bit of flickery and chips over the top. The keeper completely exposed. And there was no way that should have gone in. Oh my days, did it take a bobble? I don't know what happened then, but Roberto Aguado loves it. And it's 1-1. Sandoval plays forward. Galliano's made a push. Here's Galliano. Drives inside. Here's the header. Oh, jeez. Needed to better with Charpentier again. Garcia. Conte. Nothing left in his tank either. I think we'll be happy with a draw here. We'll be completely outplayed, and somehow we're going to scrape away a point on the road. And a 1-1 draw, we'll bloody take that. Well, 13 shots to 8. We had 14 tackles. Performance-wise, let's have a look here. An 8 for Koulibaly. Played out of his skin there in the second half. Galliano 7-2, 7-5 for Leconte. 6-5 for Mensah, a 7-9 for Charpentier. Checks in and gets us the equalising goal. Well done, lad. 6-9 for Diaby, a 7-8 for Arnace with the assist. 5-5 for Rousset, and just not providing enough at the moment. 7-2 for Bamba, 6-1 for Mendoza, 6-4 for Cisse with 7 defensive efforts. from your fucking winger. 6-8 for Belcore with 5 saves, kept us in the game. Sandoval a 7-1, a 6-6 for Garcia, and an 8 for Koulibaly. And yeah, not a bad performance. The team's starting to mature and start to come together, starting to learn what these players can do. So things are on the up, hopefully, for PSG. Right, final training of this episode. Sandoval now up to a 53. Right, final scout report back from France. Now we need to make a decision on which players we'll bring into the academy, because we'll be leaving this report and the rest will be lost to the Nether region. So Patrice Faure, 67 to 85, probably not what we're looking for. Gregorio Moreau, 74 to 94. I think we'll bring this guy in for a look at least. Pierre Cartier, 57 to 73. No, thank you. Rocher, 59 to 81, probably not. Elfand as well. Corbet, no thanks. Simon Rocher, 68 to 90 is a possibility. Jerome Faure, no. Blondieu, Beaumont. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's get Christophe Beaumont in, and we'll also bring in Gregory Moreau. Right, we are, of course, here in Spain. Let's have a look around. Jose Vidal, 72 to 92. Could be a right midfielder or a striker, so we'll bring him into the academy. What else have we got going on here? Anything special? Javi Rodrigo, 65 to 89. I might bring him in just for a look as well. And Martin Costa, really low overall, unfortunately, at 68 to 94. Do I want to have a look? Maybe if we've got a spot. Javier Gonzalez, 68 to 92 at 5'9". Yeah, let's bring a few of these lads in and we'll have a look at them in the academy and see if they're worth holding on to. Right, and the final report here from the Ivory Coast. Now, Yves Diaby, 68 to 88. He's got a decent overall, so I'm going to bring him into the academy. And not really a lot of other players, although Thierry Camara looks pretty good. 55 to 73, 71 to 94. We'll bring him in. Touré, not too sure. We'll see if we've got a spot. Tobogo's got a decent overall, but a really low potential and only 15. All right, so let's bring in Touré, Camara, and another Diaby. Right, so that ends the first scouting mission. I'm not going to send them out again here today. I want to get you guys in the comment section putting thumbs up on everything, and we'll get 3 new countries to go and scout. So we'll cover that one in the next episode. So make sure you're getting those comments in to where we're sending off our scouts for the next 3 missions. Right, let's take a look at the academy and see if there's anyone worth bringing in or delisting. Damien Pinard is a 71 to 87. We'll hold for now. Yves Diaby, 60 overall winger. Another left midfielder, though, 68 to 88. We probably don't need him just at this stage, but I mean, for the future and possible sales, maybe he'll be worth. You know what? Let's bring him in. I've changed my mind. 450 evaluation. Thierry Camara, centre midfielder, 62 overall, 71 to 94. Definitely a player we want to be bringing in, promote to the first team. Patrice Touré, okay, he's a right winger. We do need a right winger, but only 48 overall, 67 to 91. I'll hold just for now. Gregorio Moreau, 52 overall, 74 to 94. We'll hold, of course, at 15. Cisse still sitting there, 71 to 91. Pedro Tavero, 67 to 83 is not good enough for me, so we'll release him. Gabriel Rodriguez, 54 overall, 69 to 85. He's a playmaker from CDM, but I am going to be releasing him. Martin Costa, 44 overall, 68 to 94. We'll leave in the academy for now and see if that overall increases. Jose Vidal is another striker, a really low rated one, 46 overall, 72 to 92, 5'7", technically gifted. We need backup, so welcome to the first team, Jose Vidal. Christophe Beaumont is a 74 to 94 defensive-minded central defensive midfielder. We'll hold for now. Javi Rodriguez, 55 overall, 65 to 89. We'll hold. And Javier Gonzalez, another central defensive midfielder, 52 overall, 68 to 92. We'll just hold on those lads for now. Do we want to bring in Touré at right wing? At 48, I probably feel that the left wingers are probably better off playing in that position for now. So we'll just hold with the academy as it is sitting here at this stage. We need some more defenders, though, that's for sure. All right, so let's have a look at how this team is coming along here. We've obviously got a goalkeeper now in Damian Belcore, 16 years of age, 57. He's gone up 1. 6'1" with a 5-star weak foot. Not bad there for a goalkeeper. 54 reactions and just starting to put a little bit of training in. So as for the training scenarios, make sure you're having a real in-depth look at these players. and think about what we need to be training up nice and early to build on this team. If they are the potential to be special, I do not wish to train those lads. I want to let them grow naturally. Exciting prospects, I'm 50-50 on, but showing great potential, feel free to go nuts on those. And anyone with no potential, we can definitely try and build them up just to fill out and maybe sell off to get into that $100 million transfer scenario that needs to be taken care of. Ramiro Sandoval, obviously we've been training 53 up 9. What's he got in his locker? 2-star, 3-star, 5'9". Not the best of players, but we're very struggling here at the moment for defensive units. So, he'll be around for a little while. Garcia doesn't have a potential 60 up 3, but 6'5". We could definitely train him into a big beast. So maybe he gets some training here nice and early. We've already put a little bit in just to get him to that 60 rating. Koulibaly at 59 up 3, also training him a little bit at the moment. 4-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves, medium work rates at 6'3". So we don't know his potential yet, but happy to keep training him at this stage. Leconte is showing great potential. He's got magnificent hair. Let's maybe get a loan spell for him in the future, and maybe that status will increase. Because I like the look of this lad. What's he got in his locker? 3-star, 3-star, 6'2", low medium work rates. A solid CDM option, but we'll need some physicality about him. So we probably need him to be at least an exciting prospect. Galliano, we don't know his status just yet. 59 up 1. 3-star with a 5-star weak foot, 6'1". A lovely goal from outside of the box. And what's he got for long shots? Only 42. So maybe a sign of things to come. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. Mendoza feels pretty good on the ball. 57 overall. He's got himself 3-star, 3-star. And, definitely a decent centre midfielder. Charpentier, 52 overall. Centre mid Cam got that lovely goal there off the bench. 4-star weak foot. And, I don't know. You're just going to have to pick who we want to start training here early. Baptiste Pasquia, 51 overall. What's he got in the locker? 3-star, 3-star, high, medium work rates. Okay. And then we move into Thierry Camara. We've just signed, showing great potential, 62 overall. What's he got going for him? 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, medium, high defensive work rate. 84 agility already. That's handy, and 81 ball control. So you can see him moving into the first team already. Yves Diaby showing great potential at 60 overall. 3-star, 3-star, medium, low work rates. Okay, we'll see how he travels along. His brother Innocent is 58 up 1. Okay, with a 1-star weak foot. Ooh, that's pretty horrendous, to be fair. Weak foots are pretty important for my play style. Sasaki Cisse, here we go. Potential to be special. We've got one here. And, alright. Wicked. At least we know. 3-star, 3-star, medium. We can work with that. Potential to be special left midfielder. And one for the future here at PSG. Or will he get picked up and will he be sold? Anais, of course, our Scout Future star, the captain. And 4-star, 3-star, the low work rates, whatever. He is sticking around. Jose Vidal, 46 overall. What's he got? 4-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves, low work rates. But, alright, we'll see what we can do there with Vidal. And then we've also got Rousset at 52 overall, up 3. 3-star, 2-star, medium, low work rates, only 5'6". We need a big striker, that's for sure. Left wing, we've got Menta, 57 up 2. 4-star, 4-star, medium work rates. And then we've also got Sheikh Kamara, 54 up 1. He's got 3-star, 3-star, medium, low work rates at 6'1". So not too bad there. Serge Bamba showing great potential, 62 up 1. 4-star, 4-star, medium, low work rates. And that should be about it. Right, so just think about those players and who we should be training up for the first team here in season number 1. And we'll start turning those over every single month, putting thumbs up on the training scenarios that you think will suit this team. And as always, on our series, we do some player upgrades. So let's start off here with the big centre-back, the first goal scorer for us. He's currently number 3. You can change his number. All the numbers there are available. Make sure you're using one that hasn't been taken. At this stage, none have been taken. And if you want to make any changes to his number, his kit, how he's looking, all of the stuff here, put it in a comment down below and put thumbs up on anything that you also think suits Garcia, the big Spanish centre-back. The one with the most thumbs up when I go to record the next episode will get the upgrade. So good luck in that one. Right, and that is where we finish episode number 1 of Relegation Regen Rebuild with PSG. You know, an accelerated season, so there's going to be some simulating. We'll play a few games here and there as we start building up this squad. We need to dip into that 100 million transfers. That'll probably come for season 2 as we can start looking to sell off some players. But at this stage, you know, a real rough start to the season. 3, 1, and 5. We picked up 10 points and we can't finish in the bottom half of the league according to the board. So we need to try and push for a top 10 finish. I don't think we're going to get promoted, that's for sure. But make sure you're getting down in the comment section for countries to scout, transfer, you know, options for our players. You know, whether they should be loaned out in the future, because we're going to be accelerating. So I'm going to be hitting transfer windows and the likes to send loans out and that kind of stuff. Let me know your thoughts on other players, whether they should get loan spells to try and come back with a high potential. We won't be loan glitching though, that's for sure. If they come back naturally and they've increased, well, that is a bonus. Of course, we need to get down in the comment section for training options for all of our players. Really think about it. Don't just pick some player that's got, you know, really good potential and you want to see him. We need to think about the team at this stage. We need to push to get up into that first division as quickly as possible. And also, you know, just everything that you think needs to be in this career mode, get it down there. The Legionnaire will start up once we start playing full seasons, and hopefully, that was a decent first episode. Thank you very much for joining me today. We've got a new series on the channel ready to go, and hopefully you guys get on board and we can push for a little bit of fun, build some stories. Maybe some media watch will come back. I'm not too sure at this stage. We'll just have to wait and see how it pans out. But really appreciate you joining me for episode 1. Like the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and we'll see you in the next video. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one. This video is powered by Neurotech and their product Clarity. Now you can jump over to their website now, use the discount code DK10 for 10% off your next purchase, and I highly recommend this product. I use it every single day. It increases your energy, your focus, while reducing fatigue and stress. If you want to know how I get out all these videos and keep that work going, this is the product for you. So go and check it out. All the information that you need is on at that website. If you feel like making a purchase, chuck in at that discount code for 10% off. Now, if you are looking for more fresh content to check out, you can click one of these 2 videos. If you feel like subscribing, well, there's a button right there. Make sure you put on that notifications bell, and we'll see you next time.